Getting to your first $1,000 on Etsy is one thing, but scaling to 10,000 without spending money on ads requires a completely different strategy. Most sellers think they need to pour money into Etsy ads to grow, but I'm going to show you exactly how to hit 5 figures using nothing but organic traffic. Hi, I'm Sarah, and I help handmade Etsy sellers scale their shops to 10K and beyond without relying on paid ads. I've done it myself and I've helped my clients do it too, and today I'm breaking down the exact strategy. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what changes you have to make between your first 1K and scaling to 10K and how to get there using only Etsy's built-in traffic without spending a dime on ads. And if you want help implementing this strategy in your shop, I'm hosting a free live masterclass that will walk you through these steps in more detail. The link is in the description. If you watched my video last week on making your first $1,000 on Etsy, you know the foundation. Pick one product line, do keyword research, optimize your listings. But scaling to 10K requires you to think a little bit differently. Here's what changes. You are focusing on multiple product lines at a time, not just one. Your first 1K comes from mastering one focused product line, but to hit 10K, you're going to need to expand strategically. That means adding 2 to 3 additional product lines that complement what's already working for you. You are not starting from scratch, but you're taking the next step over and building on a proven success. You're also going to want to think about strategic seasonal expansion. For your first 1K, I recommend sticking with an evergreen product so you have time to rank without the deadline pressure of a holiday coming up. But to hit 10K, you might need to layer in seasonal products really strategically. This is where these big revenue spikes come from. Third, you're going to want to focus on data-driven decisions and not guesses. At 1K, you're still learning what works. At 10K, you're using your shop stats to double down on what's already proven for your shop personally. You are not experimenting blindly anymore, but you're scaling what converts. Last but not least, you're going to need more listings to saturate more keywords. Your first product line might have anywhere from 10 to 15 to 20 listings, but as you scale, you're going to need more, 30, 50, even 100 plus listings depending on your niche across multiple product lines, all strategically targeting relevant keywords to dominate your niche. The shift from 1K to 10K is not just about working harder, but it's about working smarter by expanding on what is already working for you. So now that you understand what changes at the 10K level, let's talk about the most important part, which is how to actually expand without turning your shop into a chaotic mess. The biggest mistake that sellers make when trying to scale is abandoning what's working and jumping to something completely new. And it's not scaling, that's starting over, and that's the hard way. When you're ready to add your second or third product line, you want to build off what you've already proven to work for your particular shop. And here's how you do that. I want you to start by looking at your stats. Which product line is getting the most traffic? Which keywords are driving the most sales? Start there. Your new product line should be related to what's already working. Then you can take what's working and add a twist. So let's say you're selling planner stickers and they're doing really well. Your next product line could be a different theme, a different color, a different holiday. You're staying in the same niche, you're targeting similar buyers, and you're leveraging the authority that you've already built. You can also use seasonal variations of your evergreen products. So once you have an evergreen product line that is ranking and selling consistently, you can add holiday twists throughout the year. So if you sell candles, you can create Christmas-scented versions, Valentine's Day gift sets, or even fall harvest collections. You're using the same base product, but you're tapping into these seasonal search spikes that will spike your revenue. I also want to make sure that when we're talking about adding product lines that you are not listing everything at once, right? You cannot have 5 priorities and expect to grow quickly. When you add a new product line, build it out fully before you move on to the next one so you saturate those keywords and prove to Etsy that you are important for them. Your goal here is expansion, not distraction. You are not becoming a garage sale shop. You're becoming a well-rounded shop with multiple streams of revenue. Now, one of those revenue streams that makes the biggest difference when scaling is seasonal products, but this is also where sellers hit either huge wins or completely miss the mark. So next, we're going to talk about how to master that successfully without burning out. But first, I want to know, what is the biggest thing holding you back from hitting 10K on Etsy? Is it knowing what to sell next, scaling without ads, or is it something else? I want to hear what you're struggling with so I can make more videos that address those issues for you. So drop it in the comments for me. Okay, seasonal products are where the big money is at on Etsy, but it's also where most sellers either burn out or completely miss the window. Here's how to do seasonal strategy right. First things first, it starts way earlier than you think it does. Christmas searches start in August. Valentine's Day starts in November. Mother's Day starts in February. If you are waiting until it feels like it's the right time, you are already too late. Buyers are searching months before the actual holiday. And if you aren't listing on time, you're not going to rank for those products. I also want to make sure that you're using a production calendar. So map out the entire year. When do you need to actually start designing and listing these products? When do search peaks actually happen for your specific search terms? This really takes the guesswork out and ensures that you are not scrambling last minute. And then we're going to make sure that you are layering seasonal over evergreen. Do not abandon your evergreen products when you add the seasonal ones. Your evergreen products are what's going to keep those steady sales year round. Seasonal products can give you the revenue spikes. Together, they're going to create consistent income without the ups and downs. I also want you to consider reusing what works. If a seasonal product line did well last year, bring it back this year. You already have the listings, the reviews, the sales history. Etsy is going to rank you faster the second time around because you've proven that that product converts. Then we're going to make sure to take your evergreen products and add seasonal twist. This is the strategy that makes scaling so much easier. You do not have to create entirely new products for every season. If you sell stickers, make Christmas stickers. Don't sell mugs, right? If you sell mugs, make Mother's Day mugs. Don't start a completely brand new product. You're leveraging what already works. You're tapping into seasonal demand. When you combine evergreen consistency with these strategic seasonal spikes, you create a shop that makes money all year round, not just in Q4. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, don't I need to run ads to hit 10K? And I want to tell you why that's not true. And let me be really clear, Etsy ads can work, but that's not what gets you to 10K. Organic traffic is, and here's why. Ads amplify what already works. They do not fix what's broken. So if your listings are not ranking organically, running ads is not magically going to solve that. You'll just spend money showing poorly optimized listings to people who are not going to buy. Fix your SEO first, fix your rankings first organically, and then consider ads if you want to amplify your best performers. And this is so important because organic traffic is so sustainable. Once your listings rank, they keep bringing in sales month after month without you spending a dime. Ads, on the other hand, the second you stop paying, your traffic stops. Even the shops that are making 10K, 20K, or 50K a month, they're not relying mostly on ads. They're relying on organic traffic. They've mastered SEO, they're building out their product lines, and they're letting Etsy's 100 million annual buyers find them every time they do a search. And the best part about this strategy is that you can always add ads later. Once you're already getting super consistent daily sales organically, then you can experiment with ads to see if you can push that even higher. But don't make ads your visibility strategy before you focused on organic search. Focus on ranking, focus on building out your product lines, focus on your seasonal strategy. That's what gets you to 10K without burning through your profit on ad spend. So you are building multiple product lines, you're adding seasonal products, you're getting organic traffic, but here's the final piece that separates sellers who stall at 1 or 2K from those who break through that 10K barrier. That's knowing what to scale and what to cut. Here's how you know what to scale. You want to make sure that you're checking your stats regularly. Which product lines are getting the most traffic? Which have the highest conversion rates? That's your data telling you what to invest your time into. Then you can expand your best performers. If one product line is crushing it, create variations, more colors, more sizes, more designs, saturate those keywords even more. Your goal is if buyers are doing a search for your product, that you're showing up. And don't be afraid to cut what's not working. If a product line has been sitting there for months at a time with no traction, it's okay to let it go. Don't waste time trying to force something that is not resonating with your buyers. Focus your energy on what's actually making you money in the moment. That's what leads you to being able to replicate your successes. If you are ready to scale your Etsy shop to 10K and beyond without wasting money on ads, I want to invite you to my free live masterclass. In this class, I'm going to walk you through the complete system for expanding your product line strategically, dominating your seasonal search, and building a shop that generates 5-figure months, all with organic traffic. You get personalized feedback and leave with a really clear action plan for scaling. Now, spots are limited, so grab your free seat in the link in the description below. All right, so now you know the difference between making your first 1K and scaling to 10K on Etsy without ads. What revenue goal are you working towards right now? Drop a comment and let me know where you're at. And if this was helpful, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the rest of the series on scaling. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.